Hello, Christopher here. I'm gonna show you how I build one of my watches. It's gonna be one of the Moonswatches, but I was gonna show you that I have a couple other models on Maker World. All of them are free to download, so hope you find something that looks interesting for you. But the one I'm gonna show you today is the Moonswatch. So I'm just gonna find it. So I have a collection of all my watches. I'm going to show you how to build these big Moonswatches with a working subdial and a fake chronograph function. As you can see, if I turn the crown, the chronograph indicator moves, and if I press the button, it resets, like the real one. The print time for all the parts is about 22 hours on my P1S, and I think I printed the dial on the A1 Mini. I printed with 0.4mm nozzles, but the dial can be a lot more crisper if you print with 0.2mm, but I think it's good enough. So I went with this resolution, and it's a lot of printing. So it took a couple of nights, but I think it came out really good. You can find all the print files and the detailed assembly instruction on my Maker World account, all for free. It's gonna start off with a small silent part when you just see me remove the supports. So I'm gonna show how I'm gonna build one of my Moonswatches. This time it's gonna be Mission to the Moon. So I have already removed all the support. So it looks pretty clean. And I have my modded clock kit. So one clock kit is just normal, and the other one I basically cut away the battery compartment and removed some of the gears. So I only have the second-hand rod left. There's a separate video for how to do that. And I need some distance. Another way around. So first rubber part, then this big one, and this is so that the glass is not too close to the dials. And this one needs to be fastened with some double-sided tape. So just put that on like this. There we go. Finally. And just get it in here. Make sure it's aligned the way I want, just in the middle. Like that, you can see it's in the middle. Perfect. That's where I want it. Put it down, put it carefully, hold on to the one. And now I reckon we will do some of the mechanics. So I think we could start with the buttons. The button works with one of these rods, one of the button lids, and I call this the button insert. It's threaded, and basically the thread, wait a second, just temporarily add one of the nuts so it doesn't fall out. So I will take this and it will go in, you can see the nut part, and it goes from the behind like this. So it gets stuck, so you can't remove it. This is the way it will be inserted. But before I do that, I will need to add the actual button mechanism. So I have this small pusher. I have a rubber band. I'm just gonna insert the rubber band depending how long it is. You choose the correct tool here, but I'm gonna use the furthest one away. And this is a bit fiddly. So take this part here, make sure it's clean. That. And basically insert the rubber band to the small hooks. Should look like this. There we go, like this, of course. Now you can insert it. You try if it pushes it out back, it's correct. Take the button, push it in, and just by hand try to tighten it a bit. You only need the threads to attach a bit. Get a small tool, goes over, then you can fasten. Make sure it's actually straight. There we go. Try it. That works. Take the button lid. Hold on with your finger on the side here, so you actually can screw it on. Screws on. Make sure you can see it inside here. Yes. Then we will do the exact same thing on the other button. So rubber band, insert into the hole, take the small rubber band stopper, attach the rubber band, fiddle around till it's the correct way. There we go, like that. Into the other one. it's not perfect, just take a small screwdriver or something, shove it in there. There we go. And again, we need a button insert, and we need a push part. Don't drop it. Fasten a bit by hand. Just enough so you actually can use the tool. Get the tool over, sure it's straight. There we go. That works. Again, screw on the lid. And this button is just for fun. It does nothing. And then we can go to the crown. The crown you can assemble before you do anything. So screw it on. See. Text going on the outside, that's why it's two parts. Just slot in like that. And then there is a small pin. The pin has a small groove. You want that to be towards the middle. Slot it in. Press down both thumbs. Snaps into place. And it's stuck. There we go. And we can take this small, I won't call it a gear, but yeah, almost a gear. And this part will be pushed by the button. So you can try that. If it's down like that and I push, it will move up. That's what we want. That means that the button is working as intended. But we also want to have a small gear on the spring. And we want this one to always push it out like this. That means I want it like this way, right? Yes. Push it down. And we can put some tension on it. So we take the gear and we move it a bit so it's tensioned. Now it's tensioned. Now if I push, you will see it resetted itself. Exactly what we want. There's a small it's not as smooth as I want. Let's tension it a bit more. Actually, I think there's some dirt or something down there. Let's double check. So there's a part here that's not perfect. We can fix that. Let's try again. Moves more smoothly. Right. Always forget which way I want this. I want it like that. Yes. There we go. Let's push this one down all the way. Put some tension. Perfect. Now if I take this one, it's a small stop here. Go into this groove. The way it works is that if I turn the dial, you see it moves downwards till the groove stops it, and I can't go backwards unless I press the button. Then it works. So that's great. Tension this on again. The dial will hold everything into place. There we go, and now I have this part. Clean it up a bit. This spring is supposed to make this gear moving back again when I press the button. So I want it to tension this way. Like this. Also not perfect, so again clean up a bit. Just to make it easier to assemble. There we go. Let's put some tension. There we go. So if I turn, be tensioned. If I press the button, it will reset. Yes. Great. Still tension. Everything works as intended. The mechanics are done. Just remove this nut that we have here temporarily. Add the small gears for the subdials. Don't forget these. There we go. That's all the mechanics. Take the dial. Here we have the mission to moon. Make sure it's situated correctly. Middle of the hole. That. There we go. There's a bit of play here. This is the bezel spacer, and that one, make sure it's pressed down all the way on the dial, like this. And now I really want this one to not move so much. This is also the time where you take the plexiglass and add it to the bezel spacer. Start with removing if you have any protective layer like I have here. Go like that. But before we do that, we need to add the hands. So I have the second hand. I will go last. We have the minute hand and we have the hour hand. We should start with our hand. So making sure it points straight up. Otherwise, they might not be correctly pointed in respect to each other. Take the minute hand. This works great. And the second hand, I will actually not use my second hand lid. Usually put one of those on, but I like the shiny look, so I just put that one on at the end. First, let me do the second sub-second, and this one, make sure it's resetted. It's pointing straight up. You can add a dab of glue if you want, if it's a bad fit. So I will need to make a dab of glue. I usually don't need to do this, but I don't know. Sometimes, I guess. Everything fits as intended. Of course, I did not get it straight. Yes, great. And this is for the sub-second. It's a bit different. Just push it down, but it won't work right now because it sticks up a bit too much. So some safety goggles. And a bit bigger tool here. Make it like that. There we go. Actually got it. Unbelievable. Now we just put it down. Sub-seconds working. Let's try, make sure nothing actually interfere with each other. That's fine. How's the hour hand then? Let's try that. Pretty close, but should not be any problem. We see. We will see. Let's go. That's fine. Happy with that. Lastly, we put on the big second hand. Make sure this one is orientated straight up. Glass, and it's almost a bit too small, so I will add just a couple of drops of super glue. That's a problem. We'll fix that after we have glued this on. this. There we go. That's not good. Remove the second hand. It's the minute hand is a bit. Remove. That's already attached. Like this. Perfect. Let's insert it. Like that. Perfect. Dab of glue. I wouldn't have needed to been doing this if I hadn't already used this one. There we go. Add a lid. Much better. Doesn't touch the glass. Here we have the bezel. These ones into the grooves. No glue needed. Let's make sure it's like that. Push down and twist. And it's stuck. There we go. It's done. Let's try the mechanism. So, put it all the way back. So that's the moon. And here we have Saturn. This one became much better. Looks different. Let's see if the loom works. Looks okay. I'm pleased with that. Thanks for watching, and as always, files of Maker World. Buy me a coffee if you like to show some extra support, and good luck printing.